Hey, Pink Power. Happy New Year's Day. I just wanted to check in and get everybody started off on the right foot for 2022. So, we find ourselves here for goal setting and excitement, and maybe a little nervousness over what we're going to do this next year, what it's going to bring, and how we're going to go about doing all that. So I want to start you guys off with a plan and some tools. Don't let it make you nervous. There's a system for this. We've done this before, so we got you. I'm reading a really good book. A lot of books outline how to vision cast and set goals, but this one I feel like made it a little more basic. So if I'm looking down, I'm reading it to you. All right, so when we talk about vision, sometimes it's hard to really get emotionally connected to your vision and to understand why it matters so much. So I really want to take some time and explain that. Your vision provides you with a line of sight, an emotional link to help you overcome the challenges and actually execute. It is the emotional connection that will provide you with inner strength to forge ahead in spite of any difficulties, enabling you to achieve your dreams that you desire. So there's some steps. That sounds amazing, right? Okay, how do we get there? So there's some steps you need to take. We're going to start at like the 1,000-foot view, and then we're going to work our way down. So we're not going to get into the little steps today. What I want you guys to take some time over today, Sunday, and Monday, and I want you to answer some questions for yourself. Maybe set aside 20 or 30 minutes each day. It takes a few hours to do this correctly. This is not something we can do together for 20 minutes with a coach. Now, you need to discuss what you write down with your upline. And we're going to discuss this more on Monday, but we can't, it's not quality to try to do it together. So you got to get in the right mindset. So I want you to construct a vision for where you see yourself 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years from now. I want 3 different pieces of paper. And really what you need to think about is things that are even, the book says, too audacious to even consider, let alone pursue. So you have to lift off the, can I do this? How will I do this? When will this occur? If we could guarantee everything, make this a 100%, what do you want to see? What do you want to live in 5 years, 15 years, 5, 10, and 15 years? And there's certain categories that you go through, and it's your 7 main categories of your life, professional, spiritual, financial. If you have the time and motivation, I really think it's important to hit on all of them. Dave Ramsey talks about goal setting in each area, so you can Google that and find that. But really what I want to get into with you guys is what you're going to do. So the 5, 10, 15 year thing, I want you to paint a picture of what kinds of things will you be doing, what stresses that you have now would be gone, what things would you like to do now that can't, that you want to be able to do. 3 years is a good one too, 3, 5, 10, 15, but start with 5, 10, and 15. All right, so again, to return to why vision is so important. Vision, when engaged properly, is the ignition switch and power source for high performance. All high performance begins with vision. Vision has the power to enable one to confront and conquer their fears, take bold, consistent action, and live a life of significance. It creates ownership. So without goals and plans, they won't be yours. They're not really going to be yours, and there's going to be a disconnect between what you write down and when the hard days come, what you do. Right here, the work you do in the next few days, and that emotional connecting and vision. And it's hard to do because our bodies do not like change. Our minds do not like change. So expect your brain to resist this process. That probably means you're doing something right. So here to end this this video, some questions you're going to go through and ask yourself, and I'll drop these. It's a cropped picture from my book, but I'll drop these in here. Why are the elements of your vision important to you? What will you be able to do if you reach your vision that you can't now? What will be different for you and your family, your friends, and your peers, your clients, your community when you reach those goals? Are you willing to commit to actions needed to reach your vision? Who have you shared your vision with? How often do you look at your vision once you write it down? What actions will you take to make progress for the vision for the 12-week plan? Don't worry about that right now. We'll go into that later. What risks or barriers exist that get in your way? That's an important one. You need to look back the last 3 to 6 months and be super brutally honest with what got in your way. It's usually something to do with ourselves, getting in our own way. And that's okay. But unless we acknowledge it, we absolutely can't tackle it and fix it. And how can I best support you? That's kind of more for your upline. All right, guys, you have your homework. I don't want you to worry about what I'm going to do day to day yet. This is 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10, 15 years from now. If I could hand you a 1000% guarantee, I want you to paint me a picture of what your life looks like. Stop thinking about the how and the what ifs and just open your mind and let yourself dream big. All right, guys, have a good day.